Listen, today's little secret lesson, I guess, is going to be about the 4 secret methods that I use to make 15,000 plus per week, plus recurring revenue, using GHL and a little bit of SaaS. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let me introduce myself here. My name is Keith, aka The Secret Marketer. I have 2 7-figure digital marketing agencies under my belt, and now I'm monetizing my successful SaaS business thanks to High Level, and also the occasional experimental side hustle for shits and giggles. Nothing to sell you today. Roll fancy intro and let's get into it.
Secret.
All right, so let's jump into this. The 4 secret methods I use to make 15K plus per week plus recurring revenue with Go High Level and SaaS mode. Let's jump right into it. Number 1, and I'm going to go by these just one by one, guys, so I'll go as quickly as I can just to kind of give you the short and sweet version of this. Number 1, I build and sell microsites on High Level. Okay, most people that are on High Level, and if they're an agency or they're in SaaS mode, I'm in SaaS mode personally, they're out there kind of hustling and knocking on doors of local businesses, small businesses, to offer them SaaS or software with a service, SWAS, and that's great. And I'm making money that way too. That's awesome. But I'm just here to introduce a few things that I do that are different ways that you can make money with High Level and SaaS. Okay, so this is what I do. Build and sell simple affiliate and e-com sites with High Level. All right, that in and of itself, and there's a lot more to unpack there, I know, but that in and of itself makes me about 15,000 a week. I put monthly here. I don't know why it says monthly, but it's 15,000 a week. It's actually 15K for every site that I sell. So if I do one a month, it's 15K monthly. If I do one a week, it's 15K weekly. I've been averaging about one a week. Okay, there's another option you can do with that. You can just charge them monthly, right? But let me just kind of break it down a little bit, and I'll show you a couple sites that I have sold already just as examples. Let me see here. Like this one is related to dog training niche. Okay, cool. Awesome. You probably, if you're on High Level, you probably recognize this template. Here's another one. These are all on High Level, guys. These are sort of like microsites built on High Level. I'm just showing you a little bit of these because I have sold these, so I can't reveal too much. I'm sorry. But this one was also 15K. Here's another one. This one's related to home-based jobs, remote jobs. Sold that one, 15K. Here's another one. This one is related to astrology, psychic stuff, all that. Okay, so those are just like what, 3 or 4 that that I have sold, and that would be in the last month and a half or so. Okay, so let's change this to say weekly. I have no idea why I screwed that up, but that's my average, guys. I'm not saying you're going to do that. I'm not saying you can sell sites for 15K. I can, again, a lot to unpack on how they do that. I'll try to do as much as I can here today in this video on YouTube, but a lot to unpack with that. It does take me an average now of about a week to research, develop, design, strategize, launch the site. They are microsites. They're like 5 to 6 pages on average, short and sweet, nothing fancy. We're not trying to replicate Amazon here. Most of them for me so far have been affiliate-based sites. Okay, so I'm grabbing offers on places like ClickBank, etc. Again, here's just some options that I listed because there are different ways to slice and dice this. I've probably done about 6 or 7, maybe 8 different ways at this point. I'm listing 4 today, plus a little bonus at the end. Again, nothing to sell. But another way to do that is, again, just do a straight shot of, here's a site that I built, here's the brand, here's the URL, here are the pages, here are the products that are included. It is based on your white label instance of High Level. That's where the recurring residual, revenue comes into play. Sell that thing for 15K or better. You might sell it for more, you might sell it for less, sell it for 5K, whatever you're comfortable with as you kind of back into this, ease into it, okay? And then, of course, what I do is include as much as I can for as long as I can for that website buyer. Okay, so now I've got a buyer. They say yes, they're interested in this website, in this quote unquote online business that I created for them. And again, I'm not chasing established businesses or local businesses or small businesses. I'm actually creating the businesses on High Level and in turn selling it to business buyers. Haven't played with Flippa yet, if that's what most of you guys are thinking. Haven't really gone there yet. Might go there, not really sure. But I actually do it on other platforms where there's certainly more serious buyers, and we can get into that. What else? Okay, so that's one way to do it. Include as much as you can. If you're a marketing agency like me, include marketing for as long as you can. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever you have to do to beef the value and justify that that ask, right? That asking price or that list price of 15,000 or more or less or whatever you're doing. Another way to do that, as I put here, is to just make it like 1K a month. You can call that financing, installments, or just whatever, right? Lease to own your own online business. You could do, 1K a month and it's all inclusive, and that includes High Level or your instance of your white label version of. All right, that's another way to do it. And I kind of broke that down here too. So you can include all for the first year or charge for the site plus monthly, or you can just have add-ons. Add-ons would be, again, if you're an agency, or maybe if you're, we're an agency and we have white label, we outsource to a white label agency. So if you want to take that approach, you could certainly do that as well. Another option, again, as I just covered, is it's to offer installments or financing for 12 to 18 months. Business buyers love that. Can't guarantee that they're going to pay that for the entirety of the 12 to 18 months, but your job is to just kind of be there and support them and to, make sure that all their questions are answered, that their site is up and running, and of course, that they use High Level as much as possible and get the most out of it, okay? Here's another one. Within this same category, I'm trying to go through this quickly, guys, and I apologize. Excuse me. Build and sell courses or membership sites now that High Level has that, okay? So create or buy using PLR, if you guys are familiar with that, private label rights. Load them into the membership area of High Level. Obviously, by the way, guys, just to take a step back, we're creating sub-accounts for each one of these, right? So if you have an idea for a niche, an affiliate offer, e-com product, digital product, whatever that scenario is that we're going to cover, immediately create a sub-account that is SaaS enabled, right? We want SaaS to be enabled for obvious reasons, that recurring revenue, but also the rebills on the phone, email, all of that, right? Text. So that's something that's kind of imperative here. If you don't have SaaS mode with High Level, get it. If you don't have High Level, definitely get that. Affiliate link below, right? We're a very happy, proud affiliate with High Level, making money in that way as well. But anyway, so that's another option, right? Just another secret idea kind of thing. Build and sell these courses and these membership sites on High Level. This is definitely considered a micro business or a micro site. Will not take you very long at all. Go grab some PLR if you can't create the course yourself. If you don't have a topic or an area of expertise, no problem. Go grab it, get it licensed. PLR, again, is private label rights if you're not familiar with that. Lots of PLR sites out there where you can actually just buy entire courses, load it into your High Level account, into the corresponding sub-account, right, that you're going to essentially be selling, and fire up a microsite for it, create this entire little membership business, and sell it. Rinse and repeat, okay? Same applies to digital products. So, again, if you don't have any digital products, whether that's a course, video series, a workshop, whatever the heck you want to call it, ebooks even, whatever, same as above applies here too. So you're going to either create or curate that digital content for your digital products. Cool. Let's move on to number 2, build and sell agencies or SaaS on High Level. I'm actually successfully doing this now, have been doing this for a little while. There's a number of different ways to do that. I won't jump into all of it right here, right now, because it can be a little confusing. But if you're already on High Level, become an affiliate, right? Once you realize it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you're going to want to become an affiliate anyway, as we did. And, what you could do is, again, kind of leveling up here. You're going to go from creating microsites and selling instances or sub-accounts or white label version of your SaaS using High Level to actually creating brands, agencies, and SaaS on High Level, right? And now you're an affiliate, so you're going to make that recurring revenue there as well. Okay, we're doing this successfully as well. I'm not including the what we're doing here with this, which would be like consulting, SaaS setup, agency, basically agency or SaaS creation and resale. Not including that in the 15K per week, by the way. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, start websites and new businesses built on High Level for yourself. Done a couple of these now. It's kind of fun, right? But my hobby is business. My business is you know what I'm saying? It all blends. Like I have no no defining line there. So for me, this kind of shit's really, really fun. I build businesses for fun. If I have an idea, High Level has made it so much easier, significantly easier to literally just, instead of writing something down like, oh, I got to do something with that idea, now you can go create a sub account within your High Level account, launch it, If it's nothing too wildly sophisticated, you could probably have it launched under a week. And now you have a business that you've built, launched, market, monetized, rinse, repeat, right? And then you can exit after monetization, or you can continue to operate it, whatever the scenario is. Let me come back to SaaS real quick because I want to mention something. By the way, with this, right? If you're building and selling microsites on High Level that are pre-revenue, that's what they are, right? Generally speaking, mine are pre-revenue, which means I'm selling a site. I create the socials. I pack it full of value. I create the initial ad campaigns to launch. In some cases, I have time to actually launch the ad campaigns. All of that is included in the sale of the business, quote unquote business or microsite, right? If you're doing that with agencies and SaaS, and by the way, again, that price tag, the sweet spot for me is 15,000. You may be able to get 25,000 out of it. I'm not trying to break a sweat, right? So for me, it's a quick 15K. Have a nice day. By the way, when you're done, with whatever I've included, you're also going to pay $200-300 a month to continue to use the platform that this entire business is built on. If I didn't mention that, that's the recurring revenue. Okay. Kind of jumping all over the place here, guys. I apologize. If you're doing that with SaaS, if you're building a SaaS brand or an agency on High Level simply to sell, that with monetization, meaning that you've established a few clients, you've got some recurring revenue, now sells for a 10 plus multiple, 10x plus multiple, if that makes sense. If you guys aren't familiar with the multiples and exiting businesses or selling businesses, comment below, let me know. I'll try to explain it a little bit better. So I don't want to bog down too much of this video with explaining that. But essentially, whatever your ARR is, right? Annual run rate, annual recurring revenue, on a SaaS specifically, can sell for like 10x the annual run rate. It's insane. So spend some time on that one. That one's kind of fun. Excuse me. So again, start your own websites, your own online businesses with High Level. Build them, launch them, market them, monetize them, exit if you want to, or continue to operate, whatever the heck you want to do. That one's been really fun for us as well. Another thing that I'm kind of playing with, and I have not done this personally yet because, again, I come from the marketing world. I come from the agency world. I'm not all about building local businesses. However, I have had over the years plenty of ideas as it relates to local businesses, and I think they could be kind of fun, right? Building brands and then running them. Not necessarily myself, keep me off the org chart, but kind of building these businesses up, installing some operators, if you will, and then exiting. So this is something I'm actually going to play with this year. I'll keep you guys posted on my YouTube channel here with my journey. But that's something to consider as well. If you already have a local business and it's not on High Level, and you are, what are you doing, first of all? But if you have a local business or you know someone who does, maybe you want to partner with them, that could be fun as well. Just plug it all into High Level because this thing runs any business all the time. It's amazing, but really beef it up, right? Really work it in terms of marketing, monetization, all that, and then just see what happens when you go to sell it. It should have a good multiple because you have all the strong foundation there, if that makes sense. Last one is a bonus. All right. Acquire or absorb equity in rev share using SWAS. Now, a lot of us here in High Level reference SWAS, which is software with a service versus software as a service. So you could approach small, medium-sized businesses and create an earn-in relationship or acquisition. That one certainly gets a little more elaborate. So I don't have time to get into that in this video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to hear more about that. That I'm doing a little bit actually of now, but I want to do that more and more in the future. I get a lot of opportunities via my consulting, etc., in terms of equity or JVs or rev share. So that's a fairly common recurring theme, in my world at least. So I'm really going to try to explore that this year. I think it just could be kind of fun. Anyway, I rattled on. What are we at? Almost 15 minutes. Awesome. Hopefully this helps, guys. I am going to maybe put together some kind of course or coaching. I'm a marketing guy, so it always goes there. But I'll do something because I've had so many people in High Level in our circles here kind of ask me about how the hell are you making so much money with High Level, and it has nothing to do with local businesses. That makes no sense. So I thought I'd do just a somewhat brief YouTube video here to kind of explain it. I probably will do some kind of coaching or course on this in the very near future. Please let me know in the comments below if that makes sense to you, if it's appealing to you, if you want to know more. There's actually a lot to it to unpack, but in the form of a course or a coaching environment, it probably could be unpacked in like a week or two, to really effectively train and teach on this. where you guys can be up and running and doing the same thing I'm doing in probably a week, right? So anyway, hopefully this makes sense. Go make some money. Thanks, guys.